Hey Zach, how you doing? How's it going? Just got done uploading my movies, so I'd jump on here for a second. Not too bad. I'm gonna get a little bit of a cold spell. Hey Stacy, how you doing? Yeah, I mean, it's surprising, right? It got dark. It gets dark early, as up until the 21st, I think it is. But it's very dark up there. It's not near town where I get the video, other than the ones that are right in the locks. And you can't hardly even see them with the naked eye. It's amazing. I mean, it's grainy, but man, compared to what I get without them, you can hardly see them. You see it a little better if you noticed when I videotape them going toward the locks instead of downstream. Hey Tiffany, how you doing? I get a little better light, but I'm pretty impressed with the low light capabilities. The autofocus is a little shaky when it's dark, but I'm not complaining. So I just was thinking about going up there. I'm going to go down to Detroit this week, and I've been wanting to go up there. It was an okay day, so I just headed up there, spur of the moment. It's 201 miles there from my house. I didn't get up there till like 2:15, so worked out pretty well, actually. You can sit up there for a few days, believe it or not, and not see freighters. The locks closed January 15th. Yeah, I think it was just a good day. There's a marine app that I got. I used to have it a long time ago, so I can tell where the freighters are. And when I was getting a coffee at Tim Hortons, I thought, I stand a pretty good chance of seeing 4 or 5 of them in a few hours. So I think I'll head up there now. Hey, Glenn, how you doing? So it worked out pretty well. They got a ton more snow up there. You could see as I drove through downtown Sault Ste. Marie, piles of it. No, I never talked to that guy. No, no, never have. It's enough of a difference up there where you really know they get much more of a winter than we do. The winter really starts to change weather up in Gaylord, which is about, I don't know, 65 miles, 70 miles north, 80, something like that. That's where you really start to notice it changing. Not so much this trip as normally, but that's where you really start to see more significant snow. And then once you get into the UP, it's much colder. Oh, okay. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about then. Gaylord didn't have as much snow as it normally does. But it was a good day. It worked out fine. Had a good time. So I got about another month of freighter traffic. Yeah, like Garland and places like that. Yeah. Well, golf is down, it's a dying sport. The people vacation differently now than they used to. Bowling is a dying sport as well. It does better up here than it would like down below, just because there's nothing else to do. Oh, no way. Nope, there sure isn't. Oh, okay, Tiffany. I got a hole in one the first time I went golfing, if you can believe it. Luckily, I was with the deacon of the church. No, I didn't really like it. I played some, but just didn't interest me. Hey, Simple Life, how you doing? I didn't really like it too. I got too hot-headed for golf. Yeah, no thanks. I'm gonna go to bed here in a few minutes. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, thanks, Simple Life. Nice. People around here late, bunch of night owls. Well, I just thought I'd come on and say hello, so I'll be on tomorrow night. I'll get on earlier. Yeah, I've been thinking about not moving now. There are a lot of things I like about up here. The last couple times I've been down to Detroit, man, it's just like, God, man, do I really want to live down here? You know, like there's hardly any crime here. People leave their doors unlocked. It's cheap. Hey, Mary, how you doing? Uh, so I still up in the air, but I'm not thinking about moving as much as I was. Oh, excuse me. Roads were fine all the way up, back and forth. Well, it sure was beautiful going across the Mackinac Bridge. Coming back, it's all lit up. Mackinac got quite a bit of snow. Yeah, that's true. I do have nice neighbors. My home's paid for. That's true. This place has doubled in value since I bought it, which is kind of weird. We're getting a Myers built here. For some reason, it's picking up around here. I mean, it's way better than most of the northern towns. I mean, I'm not talking about Petoskey and Traverse City, but you compare it to Taos, Nascota, and all those places, they're dead. Oh, okay, Tiffany. Yeah, it's that guy that one guy that writes those articles all the time. I sent him a book of Smokey Robinson, a bunch of family photographs. That jackoff never even sent me a thank you card. John Carlisle. It's always been like that, Zach. A lot of drug problems up there. No, I'm gonna go to bed, Clint. I just thought I'd hop on for a second. It says how people are commenting on the uploads. I'll be on tomorrow earlier. Yeah, Stacy, get some Remeron. Get your doctor to write you mirtazapine. Your family practitioner to write your prescription. It's really cheap. Just take a half a pill. You'll sleep like a baby. Yeah, he came from money. His dad was kind of a semi-famous criminal defense attorney. He's kind of a strange guy. And what sucks is these big newspapers are about ready to go tits up. I did buy the Bay City Times and the Detroit News Free Press Sunday edition today, but most of the time I skip it. The journalism has really went south. I see Rochelle Riley wrote an article today as a guest journalist. Man, did she land on her feet? She got a job at the city of Detroit, pays her like 140 grand a year. Now she gets to moonlight for the paper on top of it. Hey, Erica, how you doing? So it worked out for her. Sad to see the papers go. Yeah, that was a little fort the neighbor kids built. Yeah, that's about it. It's going to be cooler this week. Yeah, that's true, Zach. Yeah, man, journalism, it was always tough to get into, but I think it's worse now than ever. I find typos all the time. That never used to happen. Hey, Sexy Clay, how you doing? You're staying up late yourself, huh? All right. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I agree. Well, I'm gonna go to bed, you guys. You guys have a good night. I hope you can fall asleep there, Stacy. Oh yeah, I used to argue like hell with Rochelle Riley. Same with Stephen Henderson. He ended up getting canned for sexual harassment. Hey James, how you doing? Oh yeah, I believe it, James. I didn't know you worked there. Yeah, it's unfortunate, man. I'll never forget. I used to buy both Sunday papers. Could barely carry two of them. Big, thick, giant papers. Hey, I was up in the Upper Peninsula, a couple hundred miles away. It's actually the same distance where I went today to when I go to Detroit. It's just much different. It's straight up north. I was up Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan. Hey Sylvia, how you doing? Yeah, I went and videotaped some ships today up on the Canadian border up in the Upper Peninsula, Michigan. And I uploaded my videos, and I see some people were commenting, and I thought, well, I'll just get on here for a couple minutes. Good night, Stacey. All right, Tiffany. Yeah, get a hold of me. It'd be good. Thank you. Yeah, you got to be a strange. I mean, it's just the quality of journalism is in the tank. Oh, Daisy's doing fine. She didn't get to run around too much today. She loves getting home. Ran around like a nut. Yeah, it's got a really rich history. You know, they had a car fly off there, a girl driving a Yugo about 25 years ago, Tweety. If you read like Mackinac Bridge suicides, car fell off the bridge. They shut it down because of winds. Trucks can't pass. They got drivers that'll drive you across if you're too scared. It's a super interesting passage of water. It's actually a strait and really interesting. Hey Marie, how you doing? Oh yeah, she sure did. Yep. Yeah, I am too. There's a truck driver from here that had a heart attack driving over, and they showed it on video. He just slumped over in the seat, wrecked into another car, but nobody got hurt. You know, the speeds are 45 under the best circumstances, and a lot of times they're lower than that. If you looked at my video driving over, it was pretty windy, not crazy windy, but you see where that white truck up in front of me to the right has four ways on. That's because they all go over at about 15 miles an hour. No, I know, James. It's sad. I still keep in touch with Neil Rubin. Yeah, you'd be afraid of that one, Tweety. Yeah, it's interesting though, man. When you drive over that thing, you think, my God, how did they ever finish this? You know? Hey, Twinkie, how you doing? I don't mind driving over them. Yeah, back in the '80s. Yeah, what a ride down, huh? No, I'm not allergic to anything. Nope. Well, I'm gonna go to bed, you guys. So you guys have a good night, and I'll be on tomorrow. Hey, Ruben, how you doing? Sorry, I'm gonna be signing off here. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. Oh yeah, I like the phrase. I'll tell you. It's a newer camera I had. I got it back in August, but of course, not counting the videos in the daytime. Those darker videos, it was like it's pitch dark. I mean, there's hardly any light at all. If I'm not looking through the camera, you can't really see them very well other than their running lights. Good night, Tweety. Good night, Simple Life. So it does pretty well, really. It gets dark at 5:10, and I didn't leave till like 8:30, 8:40 or something like that. Yeah, I'm not a big Christmas guy, Twinkie. I don't care one way or the other. I'll probably be down in Detroit fooling around, doing photos or something somewhere. Hey, Robert, good night. Yeah, good night. Thank you. Yeah, it's good. I mean, I think the only little shaky thing, although I can't be too critical, is the autofocus when it's dark. Next time I get a camera, I'm going to get a really good camera. I mean, a ass kicker. I'm already going to get a new Nikon in January. Good night, Ruben, for time-lapse photography. Oh, you think so, sexy? Oh, thank you. All right, well, you guys take care, okay? And I'll talk to you tomorrow. Good night. Hope you fall asleep easy. Bye, Zach. All right, sexy Kalina.